Hi guys, this is Lucy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. The reason why I've decided to do this story, it's because everyone keeps on asking me, how did you end up at your children's home, what happened and all that, and I decided to just do my story on how everything happened. So before I share the story, let me give you a small background of what happened. So 10-12 years ago, my mom passed on, and that she left a bill at the hospital she was admitted in, and so my grandma, my family now couldn't afford to pay the bill at that time. So it took a while before they paid the bill, and so I was in this private school. I had to drop out because they can't continue paying the bill and paying my school fees at the same time. So I decided to just quit. I stayed home. At that time I was in class 7 going to class 8, and I stayed at home because they couldn't afford the fee. So after I stayed home for a while, for some time, like some few months, I decided to just call my cousin. I called my cousin after the burial, that is. I called my cousin and I told him that this is what is going on. My grandpa called my cousin. I called my cousin after the burial, that is. I called my cousin and I told him that this is what is going on. My grandpa and my grandma can't pay my school fees anymore. So what I've decided is I want to go to any school that you can just help me pay for my small tuition and small amount, and I'll go to that school that will pay for me. And the guy told me I'll talk to my parents, to auntie, and then ask her about everything. And I was patient enough to wait. I waited, and later on he told me that I can stay in their home and finish my school. He will sort everything out, including the school fees. That's what I did. I went to his house, his mom's house. I stayed there. That's my auntie now. I stayed with my auntie. I finished my primary level. Like a few months, I finished my primary level, and I was very happy. I don't know if you guys had that to pay that 1,000 bob for KCP. Kama una 1,000 bob, you will not pay for that exam. And it was stressing, by the way, but everything went well. I finished my KCPE, and then after the KCP, now that's where the story started. I couldn't pay for my grandpa and my exam, and it was stressing, by the way, but everything went well. I finished my KCPE, and then after the KCP, now that's where the story started. I couldn't pay for my grandpa and my grandma couldn't afford the fee to high school, and I got this admission school. There's this school I used to love so much, and the name is Garo. I used to love these Garo girls, and it was painful that I didn't join the school yet. I had the marks, like I got the good marks to make me go to this school, and my family was like, my grandma and my grandpa, ile shule itaitwa tutakulipia, but they didn't. Okay, not because they wanted to, but it's because they couldn't afford it. So I stayed home, and everyone got admitted to school. I've not gone to school. I'm still at home, staying home, and there's nothing I could do. My other relatives has helped me with my KCP, so there's no way. Okay, they didn't contribute onto my high school level. So what I did is, my grandpa talked to the children's officer. He went to the offices and talked to them, and then he explained the story. And now my grandpa decided to go to the children's officers department and then he talked to the children's officer about my story. After that, the officer decided to take me to a children's home, and of course they wouldn't do that without my consent. So the other day the following day, I went to children's the children's department. That's the children's officer. I talked to him. He explained to me that the only chance that's there for me to go back to school is by going to a children's home. And guess what? He told me that it's in Nairobi. I was excited to come to Nairobi, but I didn't know anything about a home. So what was bothering me is that I'll not go to see my parents in a while. You know, my grandparents, that is, in a while. It was kind of stressing, but anyways, I got used to it. The first few months was hell for me, like adjusting with me being in a children's home. Remember, I don't know anyone there. I've never been in Nairobi, so uko na kale tu ka feeling ka homesickness, but at the end of the day I adjusted and I stayed there for years till yes, and that's how I got there. And so my reason for this video is for someone out there who might feel that sina option sizienda shule, sina option sizienda shule juu sina pesa, sina school fees, sina anyone to rely on. Guys, there's a chance. You just have to be patient. Go to the children's home, talk to them about your story, waambie what you are going through. They will listen. Most of them listen, and they get a chance. You get a chance, that is, to build up your life. As much as maisha hapa nje ni ngumu, unavumilia tu, and you have to ngangana and make sure you work hard. Work to your best. Just be you. Love one another. Take care of one another. Because it's not easy, guys. It's not easy being in the children's home. It's not easy at all. I wouldn't say it's easy, but at the same time, because you have no option of anything, you have to make sure you just adjust, and yes, just have to be there. So guys, anyone who you feel hauna option, you just want to you feel like you want to hauna option, you feel like you want to go to school, and your parents, maybe they have no fees, maybe you are an orphan like I am. There's the home. You can stay there, finish up your high school, finish up your primary level,